boaties rescued after their boat flips at Talabudgera.
The Federal Health Minister stands down over main beach apartment scandal.
Young man stabbed in the middle of Surfers Paradise.
And the Suns return to the training paddock for 2017.
Live from 50 Cavill Avenue, Surfers Paradise, this is 9 Gold Coast News.
Good evening. A dad and daughter have had an incredibly close call, escaping with only scratches when the boat capsized while crossing Talabudgera Bar.
Karianne Greenbank joins us now live from Talabudgera. Kara, good evening to you. Do we know what caused the boat to flip?
Good evening, Wendy. Well, Daryl and Cassandra Parnell were returning from a fishing trip this morning. They were crossing the notorious Talabudgera Bar when they say a freak wave flipped their boat.
Natasha Proknievich, 9 Gold Coast News.
Broadbeach Waters residents are calling for the number of sharks in our waterways to be reduced. The call comes after a 1.5 metre bull shark was caught in Burleigh Lake.
The calm waters of Gold Coast canals may look inviting, but below the surface, danger is lurking. Penelope Leash, 9 Gold Coast News.
Coming up, former Titan Chris Bloomfield fronts court over a drug raid.
Plus, we catch up with the coast's incredible quadriplegic doctor as he starts his internship.
Gold Coast, this is your news. We want to hear from you. If you see something newsworthy in your street or neighbourhood, or perhaps you have a story to tell, send us an email, goldcoastnews@9.com.au, or phone 5579 1900.
This program proudly brought to you by Robina Town Centre. Explore a world of flavours, discover unique style and live the good life.
This traffic report brought to you by Atwood Marshall Lawyers, the road and traffic experts. If you have a claim, go to atwoodmarshall.com.au.
Now to the run home with the latest from the Traffic Management Centre, and traffic is building southbound on Bundle Road near Boomerang Crescent. It's a little better at Anzac Park on the Gold Coast Highway at Southport. There's some good news as well on the M1. It's clear in both directions at Gooding Drive, but if you're heading west on the M1 from Olsen Avenue, there's a bit of congestion, unfortunately, there.
Alleged Hells Angels member and former Titan Chris Bloomfield has faced court for the first time after police allegedly found drugs at his Varsity Lakes apartment in November.
All right, it's one of the few remaining family homes among thousands and thousands of high-rise units. And after thousands of dollars in renovations, this iconic property is now up for sale again. So just ahead for you, we're going to take a look inside this beach shack and find out how the owners are planning to keep developers out.
That might be good luck, I think.
I know.
OK, Monday Night Sport with Sam. Sun Stars gearing up for his 100th game.
He sure is, Bruce, but will injury rain on his parade? Plus, Sam Stosur cops another thrashing just days from the Australian Open.
Keep the weight off for good. How personality traits affect your diet. The secret to getting the body you want. Tomorrow on Today.
More heartbreak for coast girl Sam Stosur, sent packing from the Sydney International 6-3, 6-1 in the first round. She suffered a winning drought for almost 5 months now, beginning her Australian Open campaign in horror form. High hopes but failing to deliver. Just moments ago, took out the final. And congratulations to them both, a mighty fine effort.
Sure is. Thank you very much for that, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
All right, coming up for you, the former Surfers Beach Shack up for sale for the second time in 2 years. We're going to go inside that.
Plus, Mia has all the weather details for the week ahead. It's known as one of the few remaining beach shacks here in the heart of Surfers Paradise. And for the second time in 2 years, it's up for auction. The owner's bucking the trend, hoping to keep it out of the hands of developers.
Nestled quaintly amongst thousands of high-rise units, Lee spent several months renovating the property at a cost of $300,000. So now there's room for a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and all you have to do is bring your old rocking chair. As for the asking price,
Being a unique property, it will absolutely depend on what someone will pay.
the house goes up for auction January 28. Patrina Zaffa, 9 Gold Coast News.
Looks good. See what it sells for. All right, now here's a look at what's coming up at 6.
Thanks, Bruce and Wendy. Coming up tonight, we have the full story about a father and daughter rescued as their boat flips in rough seas. The vision of a terrifying axe attack in a 7-Eleven. The Health Minister stands aside during an investigation into her travel expenses. A mother charged with her baby's death 20 years on. Exclusive vision of a thief who held up a toy store with a taser. And how did our Aussie hopes fare at the Golden Globes? And after weeks of health concerns, the Queen is finally spotted out in public. That's coming up at 6 o'clock.
Darren, thank you. Now let's get the very latest weather details from Mia Glover. And Mia, it was a warm day to start the working week.
Certainly was, Wendy, and that humidity got up to around 80 and 90%, so it made it feel that much warmer as well on parts of the coast. We are expecting temperatures to stay in the early 30s all week. But first, let's take a look at today's top temperatures. Coolangatta reached a top of 29 degrees, the same at Burleigh Heads, 30 for Southport as well as at Nerang, and Coomera getting up to 29 degrees. At the moment here in beautiful Talabudra, it's 25 degrees. Lots of blue skies and sunshine early this morning on Coast Cam. Clouds did come over and were threatening to spoil that late morning, but they didn't hang around for too long, clearing by late afternoon. At the moment for swimmers, it's a bit choppy due to northeasterly winds, and there's still plenty of rips out there, so make sure you're swimming between the flags. It's not so great for board riders. Only small waves are on offer this morning at Narraneck near Main Beach. We're hearing the northern beach breaks are your best bet over the coming days. It's nice and warm in the water at the moment though, 25 degrees for divers. Conditions are good, although the choppy conditions have been causing a bit of trouble this morning. Visibility at around 5 to 10 metres. Boaties offshore tomorrow, north to northeasterly winds around 10 knots, then increasing to 15 knots in the early afternoon. Seas at around 1 metre. The sun will rise right on 5 a.m. tomorrow. High tide in the evening just after 6:30. Like I mentioned, those temperatures are going to go right up this week. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, tops of 32 degrees with light winds throughout the day. Fine again Wednesday with a top of 34. We could see a possible shower on Thursday, 34 the top again. It's going to be partly cloudy Friday, then a very, very hot top of 35 for Saturday with a possible shower. So Wendy and Bruce, the best bet this week is to stay indoors with the air conditioner on very high.
Yeah, that sounds so good. Thank you very much for that.
Looks lovely down there, doesn't
Sure
it?
does. Looks very beautiful. My neck of the woods. All right, thank you for your company. It is certainly nice, I think, to have Bruce back. Have a good holiday.
Yeah, not bad actually.
Not bad. But you missed us.
Oh, I did, absolutely.
You were sending me texts every day saying you missed the job. Thank you for your company tonight. You can stay up to date, of course, by visiting 9news.com.au.
Time for us to join Darren.
See you tomorrow at 5:30 from all of us
See ya.
here.
Good
Good
night.
night.